Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. One of the most beloved surahs to Muslims worldwide in the Quran is Surah Yasin. And Yasin starts with Yasin wal-Qur'an Al-Hakim. Allah takes oath by His word Al-Qur'an. And Allah describes His word Al-Qur'an by being Al-Hakim. Very unusual, very unique, very specific. One of the names of Allah in the Quran is Al-Hakim, the wise one. And Allah gave that name to His word. The word, usually in a normal way of talking, you would say Al-Qur'an Kitabul Hikmah, the Quran, the book of wisdom. But you wouldn't say Al-Qur'an Al-Hakim, because the word Al-Hakim describes the actor. And in that, Allah invites us to consider the Quran as an actor in our life, the one that takes the action in our life. What is the word? What's the meaning of the word hikmah? Hikmah, they say, is to say the right thing at the right time, at the right place, to do the right thing at the right time, to the right place. In other words, to have the proper hukum. And that is one of the meanings of the word hikmah. To have the right judgment. Our life is nothing but a series of choices and judgments that we make throughout our life. When we're young, we're not wise. We need experience, we need knowledge. As we grow older, it's expected that we reach to the age of hikmah. حتى إذا بلغ أشده وبلغ 40 سنة, when the human reaches his peak, his maturity, and reaches 40 years. If you reach 40, it's expected from you to become mature and wise. You need to stop acting like a little young man. It's time to act as a mature man and woman. My dear brothers and sisters, Allah describes that the Quran has the most proper, accurate, precise hukum and ahkam. Ahkam means rulings. Where does the hikmah come in the Quran from? It comes because Allah gave us precise things to do and things not to do, when to do it, where to do it, how to do it, when not to do it. This precise hukum and judgment is what makes the Quran full of hikmah, wisdom. They say, رَأْسُ الْحِكْمَةِ مَخَافَةُ اللَّهِ. Our scholars in the past, they said, the head of hikmah is the fear of Allah, to be God-fearing. Yes, when we hear the word fearing Allah, we should think of the positive meaning of that fear. It's not like a childish fear, oh, I'm afraid of the cat, or I'm afraid of an insect. We're not talking about natural fear. That everyone has. We're afraid of a lion, afraid of a dog if it charges against you. But we're talking about mental fear. We're talking about that when we think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we fear to lose the relationship between us and Allah. That's a big fear for the believer. What if I do something that it will make me lose that closeness to Allah, that nearness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? The fear, what if I did something so bad, so destructive, either to myself or to others, that I triggered the wrath and the punishment of Allah against me? That fear is a healthy fear. It keeps us on the straight path. It makes out of us honorable human beings. It makes us walk on the straight path and grow in our faith and in our iman to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My dear brothers and sisters, hikmah is something that we should all seek. I mean, I paid attention, like when I pay attention to modern conversations and wishes. Oh, I wish to have a car, I wish to have a house, I wish to have... Do you know what's the mother of all wishes? It's actually to have wisdom. If you have wisdom, you will make the right choices. The right choices financially will make you more prosperous. The right choices in social relationship will make your life happier and more at peace. The right choices when it comes to how to manage your time gives you plenty of time to enjoy your life and practice your hobbies and your nature walks. Wisdom should be the biggest wish for the believer, because the believer is smart, as the Prophet ﷺ said in Al-Qur'an, in his hadith, Al-mu'minu kayyisun fatin. The believer is aware, alert, and awake, wise. So one of our dua should be, Ya Allah, grant me wisdom. What did Allah say in the Quran? يُؤْتِي الْحِكْمَةَ مَن يَشَاءُ. Allah gives the wisdom to whoever He pleases subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَن يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ. And whosoever has been given wisdom, he has been given a great abundance of goodness, a great gift. Yes, we should wish and desire and pray for wisdom in our lives. And the book of wisdom, as Allah mentioned it in the Quran, يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِهِ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ. That the messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the wisest man who ever lived, he will recite the Quran into them, into the believers around him. And he will purify them with the Quran, and he will teach them the book and the wisdom. They say one of the names of the Sunnah, the practices, the behavior, the state of being of the Prophet ﷺ, one of the names of that is Al-Hikmah, the wisdom. When we Muslims try to emulate and imitate our Prophet ﷺ, we become more knowledgeable, wiser, more merciful, more polite, higher character, because good character is part of wisdom. And wisdom is the lost treasure of the believer, as our Prophet ﷺ said, wherever he finds it, he should claim it. We don't build boundaries. If we find a wisdom with a non-Muslim, we take it. If we find a wisdom somewhere else that matches the teachings of our faith, we take it. We're universal people. And that's one of the most beautiful descriptions of the Quran, the book of Hikmah, Al-Hakim, and the book that has the ahkam, the tight, precise rulings that will guide our lives. May Allah grant us wisdom. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.